Hey, boo, hey. Hey. You know what I realized today? I hate cooking. See, I've always said it before. I don't like cooking, right? But I actually hate cooking. Do I like eating? Absolutely. Positively. Okay. If I could have been a food reviewer, food critic in another life, I would. Absolutely. I love eating. I love the different flavors and textures and aromas and the memories that food can bring. I love food, eating food, not cooking food. And so today, I had to talk myself off a ledge because I was thinking about I needed to eat a meal after my workout today. Got with Armand, did legs. I was able to do better than I've done in the past, lifting more, squatting more. It was awesome, except for lunges. Lunges keep taking me out. I be wibbly wobbly about to fall over, and I'm just like over it. I don't like lunges, but getting better. We're working on it. And so afterwards, though, I'm like, I need to eat. I didn't eat today. I went in and worked out fasted. I don't like working out fasted, but Armand said for legs, it's good because it helps burn the fat cells up faster. So I'm like, okay, cool. As long as I'm not getting dizzy. So I make sure I'm not getting dizzy. And but yeah, I needed to eat. I'm like, oh, I don't have anything prepared for today. Everything I made, the lentil tacos I made the other day, I had already eaten them all. And I did have a smoothie that I could make um and eat, but I'm like, I need food, I need some meals. So I decided to just eat at the mall and not stress myself about it. Ate at the mall, had a beautiful meal. I'll insert it here.
Oh my gosh, this looks amazing. Yes, vegetable satay. Oh my gosh.
And then I went to the grocery store in the mall and bought some more things to make some more lentil tacos. So for me, while I'm learning how to cook better, I'm just gonna keep making the same thing over and over again until I get tired of it. But I can eat the same thing for a number of days in a row before I'm really sick of it. So bought more lentil taco stuff and brought it home. And then I had to Google, what do I do or what do I cook when I hate cooking? And I felt so relieved because there was actually some Reddit posts about this. There was a few different videos about this. And so I was like, oh, okay, I'm not alone, right? It's the, first of all, what am I going to cook, right? So meal planning. What am I going to cook? Then making the grocery list, collecting the recipes, then going grocery shopping and staying in the grocery store and trying to decide through all the options. Why are there 7 options of canned tomatoes? I don't understand. Now listen, I know what you're gonna say. Well, you got diced tomatoes and crushed tomatoes and whole tomatoes and all these different types of tomatoes. Why though? Pureed tomatoes. Why? Why? Why do I need that? Why do I need 7 options? Wait, and even within the 7 different options, there's multiple options within each option. So for diced tomatoes, there's 3 different types. For pureed tomatoes, there's 5 different types. So there's like a multitude of options. And I'm like trying to compare. I don't know which one is the best, right? I wish I could just tap on a can and a reviews pop up and this is a 4.5, 4.5 out of 5. This is why. Da, 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 da. I wish I could see some Amazon reviews real quick in the store, just highlight and hovering over the cans so I can know which one to pick. So I don't know which one based on that. And then I try to go off of price, right? And sometimes the cans are like, some of the cans are ounces, some of the cans are in grams, some of the cans are bigger, smaller in the middle. So I'm doing math, trying to decide like, okay, this many grams into this much dollars is this much per gram, this many dollars per gram. So which one is the best price? Because if you get a bigger can versus a smaller can, how much? It's math. I'm doing math in the store, and it's taking me quite a while to pick out my grocery options. So then after that, getting the groceries back home, it's too big, then I gotta order an Uber, get me back home. Then putting the groceries away, then taking the groceries back out, prepping things, cooking them up, cleaning up as I go. I love the lentils and the tomato base, right? So I had diced tomatoes and lentils, put that together to make the meat of the taco. But the tomatoes popping out of the pot. And I have the pot on the absolute lowest. The lowest it can go. It can't go any lower, right? In temperature wise. But the tomato sauce is popping out. and it's on the countertop, it's on the wall, and I'm like, what is happening? Why? Why? And then collecting all the trash, putting all the trash away, all the dishes in the sink, and my taco's finally ready and I can eat it. And then I have to put the leftovers away. Oh, I just remember I have to put the leftovers away. Wait, oh my gosh. It's in a pot that's covered, but I just remembered I need to put the pot away. And no, I'm not putting it in Tupperware. It's gonna stay in the pot until I finish it, and then I'll do it all over again. So no. Oh, I just remember. Thank you so much for reminding me that I did not put those away. So, say all that to say that process that cooking involves, all those steps, it's just not my ministry, friend. I know the people who love cooking. They love it. They love going to the open market and seeing what fruits and vegetables are in season and checking the texture, the aromatics of it, and seeing what's available and then coming up in their mind with creative recipes they can create, getting it all back home, cleaning it. Forgot about that part. Cleaning. Yes, cleaning the vegetables is in there too. That's another step in there, right? Anytime you have fresh fruits or vegetables, you got to clean them. They and then they create art in the kitchen. They add their knowledge, their spices, their condiments, the extras, and they make something beautiful and that's incredibly flavorful, and they eat it, and better it still is they serve it to others and the others compliment them on their culinary skills, and it's a beautiful experience. The only part of that experience that I want is the eating of the receiving of the food, eating of the food, and giving the compliments. That's where I shine. Everything else is not for me. And I'm just like, how am I going to make it on this plant based journey? Because what I have found is that many restaurants do not have plant based foods, right? They offer everything has meat in it, on it, around it. And unless you go to a specialty restaurant that specializes in plant-based food, and they do have some, but they're few and far between here, and they don't really deliver right now. So I need to figure that part out. I also looked up meal plans for plant-based meals. I didn't find anything. And so yeah, that's kind of where I am right now. What does that mean? Well, like I said, there were some Reddit articles and a couple YouTube videos. And this one guy, he broke it down really simple. He was like, look, you can make sandwiches. He's like, if you got a microwave and an air fryer, you can make it happen. That's the other thing. I have a limited kitchen, right? And, but even still, that does not negate the process. It does not negate the fact that cooking is not my ministry. And that's okay. I am good at other things. Um, but yeah, I know that if I want to really see if plant-based eating is for me, then I'm gonna have to cook. Yeah. But the lentil tacos were great. I ate them again. They were delicious, so flavorful. I had to stop myself from eating it all because I'm like, Raven, you need this to last over a few days. Because again, I don't want to have to keep cooking and go back and forth. And it would be nice to fully like I need to get some more Tupperware and some more containers because it would be nice to fully like prep where it's 4 days worth of food. I know sometimes trying to do a week at a time, depending on what it is, the food might not last. It'll start going bad, and I don't want to do that. I'm not trying to waste money that way, especially after doing all those steps that I just told you about. If I'm gonna go through all of that, then I better enjoy the food at the end. I'm not throwing it away, not wasting it. Um, so yeah, I don't know, friend. Life is quite a journey for sure. And it's like I understand now why I used to, or even why other people would decide to just grab and go with things, grab fast food and grab stuff from 7-Eleven and, my ex favorite place, McDonald's, because it feels so much easier. But I know in the long term, I'm actually dealing with the long term, right? I am literally here. When they say in the long term, your health is going to suffer. I'm here. I'm here. Part of the reason why I'm even on this journey is because my health has started suffering pretty badly. And so I know the consequences of doing the easy thing. I do. But gosh darn it, I gotta figure out a way to make this easier because otherwise I feel like I'm just gonna be like, I can't do it. Between working out and cooking, it's a lot of time. It's no joke. Even though my gym's only 10 minutes away, like I have to, I plan my day around it. I have to leave earlier so I can get there on time and be ready to go. Depending on how long my training session is usually an hour long, but the last two sessions we went an hour and a half. And then I I do my treadmill afterwards, and then I'll go and eat lunch because I have to, Armand really recommends eating within that hour right after working out. And I'll just eat there in the mall. So my gym can kind of be, and then sometimes I'll take a shower then too. And it really becomes like a 3 hour endeavor. So even if I take the shower at home, it's still like, okay, it's like a 3 hour thing each day I go to the gym. That's 3 days a week. Um, and if my inability, just the mess that I make in the kitchen, I showed you in the video the other day, but that's a chaotic video. Don't look at that video. But the mess that I make in the kitchen, I'm just like, how? How does anybody do this? Like, you know, and I do know one thing that does help with meal prepping is that if you have multiple things going on at one time, then it can be better. But because the limited resources I have in my kitchen, I can really only have one thing going at a time because I only have one hot plate. So yeah, I need to figure that out. I need to figure that out. I need to figure it out because I don't want to stunt my health or negatively impact my health just because I don't want to take the time to cook. But between working and exercising and the other things I have to do, the other things I want to do, it's not even have to do. There's not, I mean, except for a few things at work sometimes, outside of that, I don't really do anything I don't want to do in my life. I think that's what we all aspire to do, to get to. That's the point we all aspire to get to. So it's not like, oh, I have all these other things I have to do. Like the other things that I do in my life are important. Sleep, sleep. That's another one. Very important. So anyway, I'm done rambling. Thank you for me rambling. Just trying to figure out how best I can um, feed myself. And don't get it twisted. I don't think it's just a plant-based thing because even if I was eating more meat, then I feel like I would still have to figure it out. Like I was getting to the point where I was feeling like I was gonna have to be cooking for even when I was eating, so much meat because I had just a few items that I could eat out and have delivered because everything has so much oil and sugar and yeah, it's really sugar in everything here. And so finding places that were going to give me, and I did try to meal prep, when I was eating meat, I did try to meal prep, but it just, whew, it was not it. It did not taste great at all. Even, yeah, it was not it. So I think this is a challenge that I'm going to have to solve regardless of if I say plant-based or not. Figuring out the food thing. And I don't even want it to be fancy. That's what's so funny. When I look up recipes, they have these really intricate recipes and all these ingredients. And I'm like, where's the simple, like, as simple as peanut butter and jelly, right? Peanut butter and jelly. Hey, is jelly plant-based? I think so. I have to look that up. That's so crazy. I never even thought about that. I love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Now, when I was young and we were poor and that's all we had to eat, I got over them. I was not having them. I did not like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for a long time. And then when I became an adult, probably my mid-20s, I started eating again. I love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. But I say all that to say, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are simple. Even making hot dogs and french fries is simple. You buy the hot dog patties, hamburger buns, a bag of fried frozen french fries, heat it all up, and you're good to go. Now, are we talking about from scratch cooking? No. Okay, so maybe that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to it's not scratch because I'm not cooking the lentils. They're canned lentils. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry, friend. I'm rambling. Let me get off this phone because I need to go and get myself in this bed. But anyway, thank you for being here with me. My light is dying. It is what it is. And I'll talk to you later. Ciao.